morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Lou Ann and welcome to my channel, Blackberry Rock Homestead. I hope you're enjoying March Candy Madness. The month is about over, let me tell you. I know I've missed a couple of days and I have something special. Um, it won't be a canning video on the last day of the month since it is Easter. It will be on both my channels. I'm trying to think it in my head. I want it to be special since it is Easter. Anyway, so let's get to the canning version of March Candy Madness. So let me turn the camera on and let me show you what I'm doing. So today we are going to be canning carrots. I have washed these carrots. And since these are already, well, they're the little carrots, I'm not going to, oh, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not going to grate the skins off of them. I'm not going to cut them in bite-sized pieces. I'm going to leave them like this. So I'm going to fill up my jars. Then I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of salt in each jar. And then I got my water heating up to boil. And then we're just going to do just plain carrots. That is what I'm canning today. And this is a pressure canning recipe, FYI. So now I just fill it up to a half inch of headspace. I already put my salt in there. And this is just water. Last year I do believe I did can some honey ginger carrots, and oh, they were so good. They didn't last on the shelf. But so I'm going to give you some advice. If you can, do some canning. If you don't have the equipment, start saving up and getting your equipment because, oops, these carrots were on sale, so that is why I got them. Now be sure and look at your carrots because I come across one that is like that. So I am going, hopefully you could see that. I'm going to cut that off. And then I apologize for my hands. My hands, I've been gardening. But that is what it is. So I'm going to cut that off and go ahead and put that in the jar. And then finish filling my jars and then put a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm only doing a 2-pound bag. Like I said, they were on sale, so I grabbed them. Whenever you come across a good sale like that, jump on it. So I've got all my flats on. The rings are on, only finger tight. And what I was saying, if you by chance have a water bath canner or a pressure canner, if you don't have either or, kind of start asking for those things. Because, you know, I know what went into these carrots. These carrots, at least except for the growing practices, that's why I washed them off. I mean, if my garden produces carrots, I will be canning more carrots. Hopefully my garden will do good. I'm praying that it does. But there is just water and salt in these carrots. That's the only thing. And carrots. That is the only thing that is in these carrots. That is why I choose to can, because I know what goes into my canning and I enjoy it. So if you don't have a pressure canner, I recommend that you get one, even if it's a cheap Presto like this one is. I mean, nowadays it is not cheap. I get that. If you don't have a water bath canner, I suggest you get a water bath canner because there is so much things that you could can that you normally get at the store. So let me get my lid on and start this process because I do have the heat underneath here. So we could get this to come to pressure. So I'll be right back. Now, as per my manufacturer instructions, this is a Presto canner. I wait for it to steam and then a continuous steam and then put 10 minutes on the clock. And then once the 10 minutes is over, I put my weight on, which I do believe, according to my pressure, is 10 pounds of pressure. And then I wait for the weight to start jiggling. Hold on a second. Here, hold on. Here's my weight. Once I put it on here, it will start dancing. I call it dancing, and it'll jiggle back and forth like that. And then it will be 25 minutes. So now, time to wait for this to start steaming, steady steam, and then it'll be time to, sooner than I know it, it'll be time for this to be able to can carrots, have canned carrots. So now that the time is up, do not, I repeat, do not take the jiggler off. You let it come down to pressure by itself, and how you know that, that will stop jiggling. And this little button, this little pressure button, it will be all the way down. Then you can open it up, but be sure to open it up away from you because that steam will burn. Don't ask me how I know. But do not, I repeat, do not take the jiggler off right now. Do not take it off until it has come down to pressure, because if not, you have a potential for jar breakage. Just a FYI. So now we wait for it to come down to pressure, and then we will have some canned carrots to put on our pantry shelves. So that is it for today. So see y'all later and have a very blessed day. It's a jiggling, so that means it's time to put the timer on for 25 minutes since we're canning carrots. At least for my altitude, it's 25 minutes. I've got my timer going. Since I'm canning pine, if it was pork, I would be putting it on 30 minutes. So now we let it jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.